welcome back to the channel. My name is Monica, but you can call me Momo, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I've colored during the past months. I didn't record anything. I don't remember when was the last time I did a completed pages video. I think it was December, so probably what I'm going to show you is everything I've colored this year. And it's not a lot for the amount of months I haven't been uploading anything, but it has a reason, and I'm pretty happy with most of the stuff I'm gonna show you today. And also I have some new books I purchased, and some supplies, and I'll be happy to show you those as well. I missed talking to you guys, showing you what I've colored, and I hope you guys like this video as well. And if you want to make me company, I'll be happy to have you here. And if you want to color as well, I think this might take a little long, but you know, it's not my video if it's not long. I'm slow coloring, and I'm also slow explaining myself. Just for the ones that were wondering, hey Momo, what happened? Why you weren't recording any videos or something? And I don't want to over explain myself because I can go in circles over and over. But long story short, I was having a lot of anxiety, but it was the worst anxiety I felt in my life. I started feeling everything, like when I felt anxious. I don't have panic attacks, but my anxiety was for the first time physical. I started feeling pain in my chest, and anything you said to me was triggered, like I wanted to cry. But you know, nothing was happening. I was just creating worst case scenarios in my head and stories of me in a really bad situation, but nothing happened. And it was like that for a couple months. And I decided to keep my mind busy doing something that keeps my mind not able to think about anything, because that's the only problem. It was just me thinking. So I started playing video games. I'm a PC player. I rediscovered my love for video games, and now that I'm feeling way better, because this has been a journey. I started feeling bad. I felt like that for a long time, and then I started understanding what I was feeling, trying to thinking something else, and then now I'm better. My nervous system was hyper vigilant. Yeah, was super conscious of everything that everybody said, did, everything. Any movement, any gesture, any everything. So now that I'm better, I'm just deciding to divide my free time in just my two hobbies that I really love. So sometimes I'll color, sometimes I play, and as you know, if you're not new to the channel, I'm a really slow colorist, so less time to color means less pages. So that's the short story of what happened. I didn't want to color because coloring, it's a really state for me. It's like a ritual. I put a video on the background, I start coloring, and I will listen to the video, but at the same time my mind will fly, and I start imagining, thinking, creating stories and everything. So yeah, I just needed something that kept my mind busy. Well, it was that. Then sometimes I feel I'm not I don't have enough content for you guys to see. The reality is that I color super slow. I don't have many coloring pages for you at the end of the month to show you, and you will tell me, no, but it's not necessary that you have a lot of pages for us to see. We can see one. What can I do with one page in a video? I don't do the color and chat because I can focus on my coloring if I'm talking. I need to be highly concentrated in what I'm coloring, so what else can I do? And also I always use the same mediums over and over. It's color pencils, alcohol markers, and if I feel like it, I will use details in watercolors, metallic watercolors, gel pens, or acrylic markers if I feel like it, because color pencils are just enough for me. So yeah, I'm feeling like it's kind of boring, and now that I'm coloring less, it will be more boring for you guys. It's not really content for videos, so I will see what's going to happen. If I feel like recording something, I will, but I don't want to put any more pressure on me. I didn't burn out. It's not like I stopped enjoying my coloring. I was just not coloring what I really wanted to color. I was craving highly detailed pages, and I stopped because I wanted more quantity of pages. So if I wanted to color, for example, a metographic page as I wanted to, it would have taken me the whole month, or maybe at least 3 weeks or something like that. And I decided that during that time, no, I won't color that page because I need to color, and I want to color more pages for you guys to see. So I decided just to not do that anymore. I'm just coloring what I feel like coloring, and I think that you are going to be able to see the difference when I feel like, when I take my time and color what I really want. Yeah, that's that. And it doesn't mean I won't upload any more videos. I'll be still around, but just less often, and just when I feel like what I can bring to you guys is gonna be worth of watching. I'm gonna start with my pages. Okay, so starting with the pages, I have in here Reptiloids coloring book. This is the first one, and the artist illustrator is here. His name, let me see, it's Basil Seiko here, Basil Seiko or Basil Seiko, I'm not sure, but that's the name. And this is an Amazon printed book. It's a pocket sized book. Here I have, for example, Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolle, and this is the size. Look at my hand. Yeah, it's a pretty small book, and it's also really thin with the Amazon paper. Yeah, and I remember I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Amazon printed books because of the quality of the paper, and my last experience wasn't really gratificant, but I really like these illustrations, and I feel like these spaces I need to fill with colored pencil are gonna be just not really big, so I can work with that. The other ones I bought before were A4 coloring books. And you know, have you seen Chris Rainiak's illustrations? His illustrations are really big creatures in an empty space around, no background. And yeah, it took me a lot of pencil to do my shading in his pages. But well, I decided to give it a try, this one to this one, and I really like his style, if it's a he. And I don't know, I like the theme, everything that looks like old, like historical, like Victorian, or even more old past times. It caught my eye, so I really like this one. I love this character in here. So yeah, I started with this page. It's a really simple one, and it's not my favorite page, but it's done, and I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. I would like to color another page in this one to do a better job picking my colors. I've used alcohol markers as a base and just color pencils on top. I remember Prismacolors and Arctic's colored pencils, and some acrylic marker here on the smoke, and on here on the buttons I use a gel pen, metallic gel pen, and it shines. I'm not really happy with the colors I use for his skin, but I do like how the clothes turned out and the frame. I don't know, maybe next time I will try to go for something different, more vibrant. This is a color palette I saw in Pinterest. It wasn't a color palette, it was a Victorian portrait. So I was trying to replicate that in this opportunity, but it didn't came out as I wanted to. But it's fine. Yeah. And I've colored this one in March. I saw Yassi Doodle Designs, Wendy, using these tabs on her coloring pages to write the date, and they are working super great in my coloring books. I felt like I was disturbing my completed page by writing the date on the same coloring page. So with this, if I take the tab off, it's really easy and it doesn't alter my pages. So yeah, I've been enjoying very much using this method. Next one is going to be Fairy Tale Worlds, and this is illustrated by Maria Trolle. Trolle or Troll, but I prefer to say Trolle. I don't know which one is the new correct one. And I've colored my second page in this one. It was a body color with my friend Shira at She Read It over on Instagram, and we colored the opposite page of the first body color we did. So this one is the one we colored in January, and we colored this one in December, and then the next month we did this one. While I was coloring this one, I used mixed acrylic paints for both the sky and also the frame. So after I finished this one, I used those paints to color the same things here and this one, so I can make both of them to look cohesive. And the story, this fairy tale is called the Farm Elf, and it's a Nordic folklore. And I really like how this one turned out. It's different and it's simple, but at the same time I think it's pretty effective. I use most of the colors. Well, I try to use the same colors I use in this one, but I needed to skip this cobalt green in here because I didn't have anywhere to use it more. I try to use it on the mittens. So yeah, that's that. And I introduced this orange color that it really I think it contrasts pretty well with all the cool tones, and I love the glow of the lantern. It's super exaggerated, but I like how it looks. And I use a gel pen for uh, the lamp, and also some language gel pens as well, if I remember correctly, on the tree and the snow to cover the black lines. So yeah, and I'm going to, of course, put Shira's a page here on this side so you can see them both together, and she did an amazing job. She's super creative, and she had this wonderful idea of drawing a magnifying glass on the page, so it's like we're watching on the inside of the tree. I don't know, she's super creative, and when I saw that idea, it just blew my mind. And it's super cool to color with her, because she's always trying to make her best of a page, and that all of course inspires me to try to give my best on my pages. Thank you very much, Shira, for coloring with me, and because of you I have this book color, and not only with only one page, I have two, and it was super fun, and you're super sweet. Thank you so much, and I hope we can color in the future if I have the time. And yeah. Ay, no. Joder. The next one, it's in Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Egusa. In here, this is one of my favorite books. Kanoko Egusa is one of my favorite illustrators. I don't color her very often because her pages, I really want to color them with realism or semi-realism, taking care of the details. But I color my first double page spread, and it's not only my first double page spread in this book, it's my first double page spread ever, and I'm really proud of it. This one, I call it the Gingerbread Town, and I remember in January I was creating my plans for my coloring this year, and one of my plans was to color a double page spread every season, because I've never colored a double page spread before. So my idea was, well, I'm gonna take it easier, and I'll try to do a double page spread every 3 months, so that I have enough time, I don't need to hurry, and take my time. Yeah. So the first one, I was afraid because I started in January instead of December, because it was New Year, and I had 2 months and I finished it. I decided to go for a soft and kind of pastel color palette, and I use purely color pencils. Most of it is color pencil. Everything is color pencil, but some little details, and I'll tell you which details. So this is like a frame or swirly bits there as decoration. Those are with I really didn't know how to color those, so I used an metallic gel pen to cover it. You know, when I don't know what colors to use or how to color something, sometimes I use just a gel pen to cover what I don't like. Don't know how to color. I think we all feel the same at some point. And then I created this texture on this gummy, so it looks like a sugar gummy. and also these ones. So they I think they look like peach rings. And here I have another sugary gummy. And yeah, those were only my only details with something extra, more than a job acrylic, the coloring pencils, yes. And I'm really happy, not only because it's finished, it's because I started playing with the textures, creating different textures, and I can feel everything feels different. Not everything looks as shiny as other objects. For example, the cookies don't have really like bright highlights. For example, the candies, those look like with a really strong highlight, like they are shiny. The same thing with the trees because they are candy. And the marshmallows have a different texture. The fudge, the animals, the fur of the animals. I don't want to color animals in this book with texture, the fur texture, because I feel they are so little. I really don't want to take the time to color them as I want to color fur. So yeah, I just did basic shading. And I love my Coca-Cola bears. Have you seen the Coca-Cola bear where people take pictures with him and he starts like being funny and brown. He opens his mouth, he does this, he puts his mouth on top of people's faces. He's really cute. I love that bear. And when I saw this picture, I could only see these bears with the same clothes, like red and red. That's it. And I love the little penguins, and the seal is just a regular seal. But I love the penguins and the bears. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. And I finished this one right at the end of February. And I remember, I used a pastel for the background. Yeah, just for the sky, I color with Brute Funer macarons. The snow. I use 3 brands of color pencils just to mix the colors and get a big variety of colors. So I use Prismacolors, Brute Funer macarons, and Chromaflows. Yeah, that's what I use. So in here I have so far 3 pages. I like my frog. He's cute. And I have the elephant. It's not my favorite, but I'm happy with it. I think you can see the difference in my coloring a little bit. I don't know. You think so? And my next one, the next one on my radar for this winter is going to be this one. I love the birds. They look so beautiful and cute. So yeah, that's this book. Oh, and I have 2 whips in here. They are not really whips. I just use this washi tape in this one, but I don't want to leave it like this forever. I want to color in that one. And I also have a kitten. I started another kitten. I started this cat. And I don't remember the colors I used for this one. And I wanted both of them to be orange. Maybe I can try to figure out what colors I've used. I can tell. I remember I used Prismacolors in this one, so maybe I can figure out what colors are those to replicate the colors in here too in this one, because this is it's a perfect image for summer, isn't it? It's in the summer section. So yeah, I love that book. Then this is the all the color combinations I use for that one. I saved them because I worked in that coloring page one day, and then I leave, and then I come back. I didn't want to forget the colors I use in case I wanted to repeat a color once I finished something. It's because I remember um, I started with all the cookie texture, then all the candy texture, like the cream candy, then all the fudge, then all the animals, then all the brown candies, and so on and so on, all the gummies and stuff. So imagine I wanted to use again another color, and I already put all the colors I used away and I didn't save them. Yeah, that's why I used this one. And then I wanted to say a big shout out to Hollyberry Colors, to Holly, because she uses this coloring page log. She created it and she kindly sent it to me, and I just added these squares to see how the color by itself looked. And yeah, I have my color saved, and in case one day I want to color more candies with the same color, they are gonna be there. Then I have fairy tales and folklore, and as you can see, this is one of my most colored in books. I finally finished one of my whips. So I have here February 2026, and I've colored this one. This is one I was coloring with my grandma, and also I was coloring with Garita. I started coloring this one while my grandma was here. Then she went back to Peru, and I was too sad to color it back again. And then during February, I just started feeling better about that and decided to finish it. And this is the final result. I used Neocolor Teals for the background, and then only color pencils for everything else, and some glitter gel pen for some little details on the flowers. As I said, when I don't know what colors to use for some details, I use glitter gel pens. And also I use my shimmer spritz spray. It's one I have right here, and this little one, sheer shimmer spritz. Gold, and this is by the brand Imagine. So I use it, and I think everything looks more glittery and sparkly. You can see all the gold in there, glitter. But you can notice it better here on the shiny. And yeah, so that's that one. And I really like the color scheme. I tried to use the colors my grandma using hers. She's not really into coloring, that's why she left in her copy. So I have another copy of Fairy Tales and Folklore. And I think we have here what she colors. This is my grandma's. This is mine. And I tried to use the colors she used. So I tried to use blue, pink, but this is more like a hot pink, a fuchsia, and orange and yellow. Then I added more colors. I added orange and green, and I used another kind of pink. Yeah, and yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I didn't know what I was going to do with the background when I started coloring it. Now I'm really happy. I think this book always Um, I don't know why. When I first bought this book, I felt like it wasn't for me. But every time I color in it, I'm really happy with all the pages I get. Well, most of the time, I'm happy with the pages I color during that time. But with the time, I noticed my coloring during the past year. I started coloring like a lot and also making videos. I can see my progress in this book. Maybe you won't notice, but I feel it. This is a page I did before, and this is what I colored lately. I see the difference. Also with this one, I have this one and then this one, and I see the difference, and that makes me happy. And when I have that many pages color in the same book, it just makes me want to color more and more. Yeah, you can see the difference. I like this book. I'm planning to buy the other one. Well, at the beginning when I finished this one, I was really proud. Now I think I could have colored it better. But it is what it is. This is a page done, and then the one that started everything. I'm planning on buying a new one. I think it's Fairy Tale Worlds, but I'm not sure because I still have a lot of pages to color in this one. So yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Again. Next, my favorite ones, my comfort picks. Every time I feel sad, angry, or something not right in my mood, I gravitate towards Christine Karen, and I just love coloring her. It's easier for me. I don't know, I just love it. I really enjoy coloring in all of her books, and I've colored multiple pages during this time. So I have only one in Wildflower Fall. This is by Christine Caron, as I said. And I have this one. This is the last one I colored, and I colored this one for Mary May. I remember the name. Her name was Queen of the Seven Seas. And I did first my background with soft pastels, and then I started coloring as always, but I was really messy with my coloring, and I had some strokes of pencils all over again, like when you're doing this coloring and then you go back and then you have a line here, like randomly. Yeah, I couldn't erase those. I had a lot of pigment of the pencils I use on the whole illustration all over the place, so the background was looking dirty and I didn't like it. So I just covered it with an acrylic paint, and I use soft pastels as always with alcohol. No, I use alcohol markers as a base as always in these books. And I have my protective, like the protector. I don't remember what's the name of this kind of paper, but I bought a bag full of A4 pieces of paper, and now I use it just in case the alcohol marker decides to bleed through to yellow. Yeah, so I have it on the back of the page just in case. Well, I use Prismacolor pencils on top as always. Those are my comfort pencils. Some glitter gel pen for little details I didn't know how to color, like the crown and the change here on the compass. And I used for the first time soft pastels to create this texture on some part of the body to make the illusion that she has scales on her skin. And I really love all the colors I use in this one. It looks tropical. I love her expression and how I was able to shade her skin. And the hair, I was planning to make it like a pastel color, but you know, when I color, I love my contrast and I start with my darkest colors, so it ended up looking this vibrant, and I'm okay with it. It looks good. Yeah. So this one is the first one I colored during this time. I've colored a lot in Christine Karen because she's my comfort pick. So I have that one. Then I have in Wondrous Folk, I have one another page. I think I have the one I colored in January, and this one was called Frost, and she is she's pretty. I use a lot of stuff here. I use Neocolor tools for the background, just to create this texture with the Neocolors. Alcohol markers as a base, Prismacolor pencils maybe on top, a lot of glitter gel pen. I use metallic glitter gel pen, no, metallic and glitter gel pen, the Sakura Stardust, I think, for the details on this ornamental thing around. So it's really, and metallic silver watercolor. That's why everything is so shiny. Eee. It looks pretty. And it's a really monochromatic coloring page. Yeah, I like the end result. And I'm not so keen on the hair. I was trying to rush it. It was a lot of hair, and I think I was just practicing curly hair, so you can see very much definition as I got on the last one. So last one is May, and this is January. So I see a difference. I don't know. I think this one looks better. Or maybe it's just because I use blue colors and I didn't get the color combination. Maybe I needed to add more colors. I don't know. But I like the end result overall. So that's that one. And then I have Little Folk. And I color multiple pages in here. Whoa, 2. I thought it was more. So January, Christmas time or winter time, I've colored this one. And this is one of my favorite pages in my Christine Karen books. It just looks so beautiful. I'm really proud. I used, as always, the same thing: color pencils, alcohol markers as a base, some Neocolor tools to make this kind of glow here, because I didn't want it to leave it super white. I wish I had. Now I don't like it, but it's a look. It's a look. It was on purpose, and I'm really happy. And the reason why I'm happy is because, first of all, I love how vibrant the colors are. Also, it's a Christmassy color palette, but at the same time it's not your classic Christmas with only the greens and the reds. And another of the reasons is because I saw Christine Karen's version, and it was really difficult to think something different than her version, because hers is beautiful. So yeah, I try my best to come try to figure out something else. Yeah. And I think I use some glitter gel pens here and here. So it's just a tiny little detail of shininess. Yeah, but I love how cute she looks. She's beautiful, and I really like the color combination I used, so I save it in here. I used a what's that? Oh yeah, so I have here the what I use for the skin, and I have here what I use for the hair. And it seems like I use Chroma Flows for the hair and Prismacolors for the skin. Yeah. Yeah, it came out pretty. And then the other one I did is this one. Well, I'm missing one. I don't know. I'm alright. So I colored this one and during the Tubiton. Yeah, I colored this one during the Tubiton, and I wanted to color something for February and for a Valentine's Day, so I decided to color this one because it's a fairy heart. And I use the same thing, alcohol markers and color pencils, and I use both Prismacolors and Chroma Flows. And I don't have any kind of embellishments in here. It's pure pencil. And I also save the colors of her hair and the skin. Yeah. And it seems I use only Prismacolors for the skin, and yeah, only Prismacolors in this one. I know I use the Chroma Flows for the greenery because I like the greens in Brufioners. In Chroma Flows. But I really love how she turned out. I love her skin and her hair, and as soon as I saw this picture, I knew she had to be a redhead. Yeah, she's so cute. I love her eyes. They are so big. And then I colored this one in April. I wasn't able to finish it for March, but I colored this one and it came out pretty. I use soft pastels for this background. If I can, I think it's shiny. Yeah, if you can see it better. I use soft pastels for this background. I use an washi tape to create the border, and all the rest is just alcohol marker base, and I use some pan pastels to create the highlights or the reflecting light on the clothes and some other stuff like the hat and the cauldron. And she came out really pretty, and I'm also really happy with the color combination I use for the clothes. Normally I don't go for these bright green colors, Most of the time I just go for yellowish olive tones. This is like boom in your head, in your face. And I try to do, basically this is highly inspired in Christine Caron's illustration. The color version is the same. So yeah, I think came out like invented this color palette. But anyways, I'm really happy. I like it. She's pretty. And I don't have nothing else. Then I remember I started this one in a video, and I just colored so far. She has something on the face, but I colored so far her skin and her hair, and I paste everything, and I use soft pastels on the background. I don't know if I'm going to keep coloring this now because of the season. I don't think it's proper, and I also need to decide if I want to continue with the coloring process video. That's it. And this is my favorite so far of Christine Caron books. Then I have Winter Wonder. This is really late. This is from long time ago. Those are the words I wanted to say. Yeah. So I've colored this one in January, and I really enjoyed coloring this page. Same thing, alcohol markers, Prismacolor pencils, Chroma Flows, and some metallic watercolor, my Colito metallic watercolor. For the border, I colored this one. I tried to make the texture of the gold in here and in this one, and then I decided just to use the watercolor to have something shiny, and I used the same watercolor for these stars, some details on the ornaments on the trees. Let me move it so you can see the shininess. And it's such a simple page, but you don't know how much I loved coloring this border. I love borders. I love ornamental borders and illustrations, and this page is what made me realize how much I like borders. And this illustration, it looks like a Nordic Scandinavian illustration, and I fell in love with the style of like the composition. So I started looking for more pages like this after this. And oh, and what you see here, this, let me take this away. Okay, this around, it's scrapbooking paper. I grab tracing paper and measure the size of the page. I trace the inner, the illustration, and then imagine like this is my piece of paper. So I measured the size of the actual page, then with tracing paper I cut the inner border, and then I came and slowly but surely I came and started sticking the scrapbooking paper to my page. I was panicking the whole time during the whole process of sticking the page. And I think, no, that's not. I'm scared of this color. This is the chili red R016. Just for you guys to be aware. This is a Huhu alcohol marker. So this is the color I use for this background. I think it's the chili red or the... No, yeah, chili red. This is the color. I used this color on my illustration here in this one. I color in... No, this is not. Here in Wanderer's Walk. In December, I've colored this one. You already seen it. But I didn't cover the back in here. And I don't know if it only happened here in this Christine Karen book. But the color, the red color, this chili red color, yellowed. You see? It's really subtle, but it did. So I started freaking out, and that's when I started putting this paper behind all the pages I already colored. So I wanted to color this for Valentine's Day, but it didn't get to it. So yeah, me too. Nothing happening here, and I don't see yellowing on this paper. So maybe it can be it was only... Oh yeah, it's there, but it's really subtle. I don't think you noticed. So good thing I used protective paper here. So that was Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson. I didn't say the illustrator. Maybe yes, maybe not. But yeah, that's Winter Wonder. Then, in another R.J. Hampson book, I have my first page in this one. And it's this Homeward Bound. That's the name. And my plan was to use this illustration to participate in Bees for Coloring Bumblebee hashtag for Jess's birthday, but I didn't take any pictures, and that is done. And I remember it was for her. And I colored this one as soon as I finished this one, because as I said, I really enjoyed these borders by RJ, like the look of like an Scandinavian illustration. So yeah, this was the perfect page, and I really enjoyed it, and I love the color palette. This cobalt blue, turquoisey green color, it's one of my favorite colors. I love green and blue. Yep. And it's just alcohol marker, acrylic paint for the border, and I think I have some dots in gel pen. It's just tiny dots, and it's not it's the language gel pen. It's not really shiny. Some flowers as well has the dots. I like my bees. I like to color my bees brown, not black. And the border is supposed to be a really deep blue indigo. It looks like a colorful black. And this was colored in March. And my last page to show you, it's here in Fantasy Forest. This is a new book to me. It's by Fabiana Atanasio, and Fabiana is one of my favorite illustrators of all times. And I love her latest graphic books. I think Fairy Wonderland and Fantasy Forest are my favorites so far, and I don't have Fairy Folklore because I was like, yeah, I don't need another one because I barely color in the ones I have already. But I'm still thinking in buying it because I've seen flip throughs of that one, and I really want to color some illustrations of that book. So I'll be in my hands in a short period of time. And I colored one. I've colored this one in May, And yeah, it's a jackalope, and I took my time with this one, but I just love the result. Yeah. It took a long time, but I really enjoy it, and I like the color palette. I tried to make this cohesive by combining the colors. So I use blue on the back. It's a really simple page. I mean, I can't say much about it. It's just alcohol marker base and then color pencils on top, acrylic marker for the stars, and that's it. Try to combine the colors and spread them subtly, like in a subtle way throughout the whole composition. So you can see blues all around in different shades on the background, on the lantern, on the magic lights floating around. Then you can see this pink muted color on the lips, here on the body, also here on the horns, and also the magic lights. And that's it. I use acrylic markers for that, for the light, and a pan pastel for the eye. It's just, I just grabbed the pan pastel and I did this, and that's it. Just for that I use it, and I like how it came out. Well, I really love this page so much. I had so much fun coloring this one that I couldn't stop myself, and I decided to color another page. And I decided to color the page I was looking every time I started coloring this one. So every time I was coloring this one, I will put a base of the color I wanted to color, and I will do this, and I will take it off. And then the next day I will do something else, and I will do this, and I will take it off. So I saw this page on the back so much that I really wanted to color it. So now I'm coloring it. It's not complete, but it's looking great so far. I was craving tree texture. So I'm like a pregnant person when I'm coloring. I crave for textures, and I decide to color that texture with the yeah, I have cravings when I'm coloring. Sometimes I crave leaves, sometimes I crave tree trunks or wood texture, and sometimes I crave skin. That's why I color so much Christine Karen. And same thing, alcohol markers, color pencils on top, and I really like the color so far. I really don't know how I'm gonna color this little creature in here, but I like the colors, how they are combining together. Of course it's gonna be way darker, but that's just the base. And I need to finish on my mushrooms, the flowers, this mushroom in here for the details on the bottom and on the little dots. And it has a couple dots of magic happening around them, around some places like here and in here. So I need to finish those. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Maybe I can test my new watercolors, or I can just color them as light, like these little dots. So yeah, I'm currently working in this one, and I think I might be finishing this one today. And that's it. That's everything I've been coloring. I have a couple more things in here, but nothing finished. I'm going to show you my, remember this color yellows. Red chili, and the number is R016. Yeah. Water with gas and flavor and sugar, aka Dr. Pepper. And okay, so when I bought Reptiloids, I bought Reptiloids 2, and I don't have nothing color in this one. I think I just picked one page. Yeah, I think I want to color this one next. I don't think this one is too simple like the other one, because I mean, you think, yeah, it's in a small book, but some of the pages have more, some more detail than the first one, because you have on the first one portraits of characters, sometimes the scenes, and if you have scenes, most of the time they are more simple than the ones you can see on the second one. On the second one, some of the scenes are more complicated, or I think maybe not. Yeah, this one is more complicated. Let me put it like this way. I can flip through books and just starting in ideas, and I get lost. So I got this too. Those are new. Also, I got this one. This is a really cute book. It's called Little Joys, a happy and hopeful coloring book, and this is by Ana Laura Sullivan. And it's one of the happiest books I ever seen. It has illustrations of the things that can make you happy. Like when you feel joy in something. I have one example. I don't know if you think about this as I think. Have you ever been sleeping in a really warm and hot night, and you just wake up, grab your pillow, just use the other side, and then when you put your head on top of the other side of the pillow is cool, and you just feel pleasure because it's the other side. That's a pleasure of life. That should have been in this book. But yeah, and the what I look in coloring books every time, it's a really interesting and with personality style. I like styles that can be differentiated from others. That's why I don't like the normal cute and cozy, but this is another kind of cute and cozy, and the lines are not too thick and the pages have more detail, so I really like this one, and it makes me happy just flip through it. It's the first time I feel like it. When I started looking through and flipping through this book the first time, I just couldn't stop smiling, because I thought I was the only one thinking in these situations. Well, so yeah, you're not here for a flip through. You might have seen this one because it's been published and it's been around since February, I think. And I started this one. alcohol markers and coloring pencils. So I'm using a really normal color scheme, like blue sky, greenery, like usual normal flowers, but I'm thinking to use like excuse me, like a rainbow of colors inside of this the breeze, and I think that's gonna look super fun. I just don't feel like coming back to it. Maybe because of the paper. So it's a really pretty book. It's gorgeous. The illustrations are so magical, but the paper is super thin and it feels like an Amazon printed book. Yeah, it feels like an Amazon printed book. Yeah, it feels like copy paper. So if you don't like a copy paper, maybe this book is not your cup of tea. I also have Leon's Journey by Kanoko Kusa, and this is a book I couldn't not buy. You've seen it before a lot, been around for a long time, but it's not now just published in English, so I'm able to have it without ordering it in Amazon Japan or somewhere else. And I really love all the illustrations in here. These ones, I don't know how I'm gonna color the background, but I can color them because they look cute. Yeah, I love it. And I started one page. I started this one, and I don't really like how it's coming, how it ended up looking so far. I don't know. I don't like my color choices. But to be fair, I colored this one, or tried to color this one, when I was feeling super bad. When I was pushing myself to keep coloring while I was feeling that bad. And maybe that's why I don't want to come back to it and finish it, because I don't need to color very much, just the little dots, because these are dots, and the egg and the ribbon, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be finishing this. Maybe I rebuy the book. That's how I am, because this is such a precious book, and I decided to start coloring in it when I was feeling really sad. And now that I look at this illustration, it makes me remember those days. And yeah, I don't want to, because I love Kanoko Kusa, and the book is beautiful, and I only want to have good memories in it. So maybe I'll rebuy the book, and it's totally fine, but you know, I can give it to somebody else and then buy another one. And now books I bought, but I don't have anything colored, so I bought this one, and I'm not gonna tell you I bought it because it was cheap. Also, I'm not gonna say how much I spent it, but it's here in my hands, and I don't know. I did it because I was looking and craving for more books that look more Scandinavian, with borders, a lot of borders. I want to color more borders. And then I started looking for flip throughs of this one, and it looks super detailed and not something I will color usually, but Sometimes I feel similarities in between artists or illustrators. For example, sometimes I feel that the style of Joseph Carimbank is similar to Kirby Presents. I feel like Tommy's Tomek. This is Sims Jazz Nova, a drum and banger, because I don't know how to pronounce this. I feel like Tommy's Tomek, it's similar. I'm not saying they are the same, don't get me wrong. I'm saying they are similar with Joanna Basford. It's just Joanna Basford only focus on more ornamental illustrations, and Tommy's Lab does more scenario illustrations, like a whole composition. And those are the borders I really want to color. Those. And I don't know, I feel like I see I sometimes when I see Joanna Basford, I can see the three-dimension aspect on her drawings, so that's why I can't color them. I don't know how to. They are very ornamental, but when I see these ones, I can see more shape on the body, and I can imagine my shading to make it look three-dimensional. I have enough space to color, so I think it's going to be different with this one, because you know I don't have Joanna Basford books. I tried and I had them at the beginning, but now I just detach them because they don't attract me anymore. I just don't want to color them. But with this one is different, and I made sure to buy the right. If I was going to spend that much money, I wanted to buy the correct printing edition, because there was one edition that had the double pages, like the double spreads messed up. You will see, for example, this dragon in here, this creature, and then this page will be like somewhere in here, and then one of these double page spreads will be here. So yeah, I noticed some of these editions were kind of messed up with the printing, but this one is totally fine. And I just want to see how it goes. I'm not scared of coloring on it. I just don't know how to cover the big spaces, because you know I don't use water mediums, and I color only with alcohol markers and color pencils. And if you notice, the coloring books I've been coloring, most of them had been single-sided books, because I'm enjoying very much using my alcohol markers as a base. They take a lot of the weight of the process of starting a page away. But in this one, I don't want to sacrifice any kind of page. So I'm still thinking, what am I gonna do to color it? Because I don't want to use water mediums, because I don't like to use them. I don't know how to. And I don't want to learn neither how to. Sometimes I use them. I'm thinking in using water-based markers, but I don't like this trickiness. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. The first page, one of the first pages I want to color is this one, just because my boyfriend really likes One Piece, and I like the borders in this one, and it seems not so complicated. It is detailed, but it's not crazy detail. Yeah, I think this one is gonna be the next coloring page I color in this book. As soon as I figure out what I'm gonna use. And maybe I'll buy Spookiest Boss. Yeah, well, this is from Croatia. The same edition. In the same language edition. I'm not sure. I need to save more money. Then I got Mythographic Enchanted Relics by Veronika Kolinska. Because lately I have been really liking her style. She's more simplistic in her drawings, and I like that I can understand what is happening. So maybe I'm feeling like coloring something more detailed, but not something that breaks my brain. I can color one of these ones. So yeah, I bought this one. I like the cats. So I like this one. It's simple but it's beautiful. I like the composition aspect. But yeah, nothing that you haven't seen. And next one is another Fabiana Atanasio because it's Fabiana. So I got Mito Gotica, Rose and Stone, a romantic coloring book by Fabiana Atanasio, and of course just her illustrations and beautiful style. I had to have it, and I just hadn't started in it yet because of the details. So this is bigger than a mythographic page. It's longer. I don't know why. I feel like the illustrations in this one are more detailed than the mythographic pages. I'm not very keen in some of them, just some of them. But I'm in love with how Fabiana draws people. Beautiful. She's beautiful. That's why I really want to color or buy her fairy folklore, the new one, because it has more people on it. Look. This is one of my I think this is my favorite page. I want to color that one. And this one. And this one. And this one. I'm not really keen on this one. Just because I don't like the proportions. But then most of the rest I would love to color. I don't buy a coloring book if I don't like 80% of it. I do like this one. Yeah. Pretty. And then I rebought some books because I needed it. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, so I have Fairy Wonderland and Dragon Spell, and I have the new copies I bought because I have an explanation. In Fairy Wonderland I have two of my favorite coloring pages, the only ones I have in here. If this one I color in 2024 and this one I color the same month as soon as I finish this one. You see, I have, when I enjoy my coloring in a middle graphic book, because I usually see the next one a lot, I want to color the next one as soon as possible. Next. And yeah, I like these illustrations. These are my favorites and I'm really proud of it. I think these two are in my top 10 of pages I've colored so far. But the thing is, as you can see, I've bought this book in my first year of coloring. So I started multiple pages in this book and I didn't like how I was coloring them, so I just ripped them. So they are not in here in this book anymore. So it's not a complete book. Probably I took out 6 pages that I started and I didn't like, and I just threw them away. So I don't want to have incomplete books. And some of the illustrations I took off in this book are one of my favorites. So let me show you. Maybe I can find one. I think I found. I know. I think this one is not in here anymore. There is one of a bird, but I remember it's not in there. This one is not in here anymore. This one is not in here anymore. And so on. So I just decided to buy it again, and if I have a mistake in a book, I won't take the page off. I just will keep it, and I will try to salvage that page. And it's also an opportunity to try to color the same page again. Can you imagine? Will be this one. I see so many opportunities. So yeah, I bought again Fairy Wonderland. The same thing with Dragon Spell. I still have my first copy because I have a finished page in here, but I ripped like 2 pages when I didn't like what I was starting. Here, I'm not gonna show you because I don't like it. No, I hated it. No, I'm not gonna make you to see. So yeah, I decided to buy another one because I have pages I ripped that I want to color somewhere in the future. So I have now another one. And I need to do the same thing with Wild Summer, but just because I lost pages, but not because I wanted. It just, as soon as it came to my house, it started, the pages started falling. You see? And there is a big chunk of pages that I don't have anymore because I don't know where I put them. And I want my books to be complete, so I decided to buy it. I need to buy another Wild Summer because I really like this book. I don't color Joseph Cadenbach very often because I most of the time don't know how to color his illustrations because of the ornamental shading he suggests. You can see the difference when I color one and the other. At least I can notice. It's just like way different. These look flat to me. The same thing with Magical Earth. This is looking flat to me. And I rushed those pages as well. But now that I want to take my time with my pages, I think I can give it another try. and maybe I'll be happy with the end result as I am with these two I'm currently coloring. Yes, 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 yes. So those are the books I bought. Oh, also, I bought another Amazon book just to have it in case I feel like coloring it. So this is Dark Queen and King by Kirk, and I saw it in Annika's channel in Accent Fumbles, and I like the characters in here. It's not that dark. There is nothing gory unless you color these things like guts. But it can be anything. It can be anything, really. So it's not gory for me. This is just a lot of clothes and some hands. That's not creepy. I like her. Yeah. And I don't know if it's gonna end up well. There are so many books in Amazon printed books I like. I just don't have because I don't like the paper. But we'll see. Maybe one day I'll scan the pages and I color them if I find the proper paper to color pages. But I have that one as well. And nothing else. I think I didn't write anything else. Oh yeah, somebody gave me this for my birthday last year and I decided to detach it, but I decided to keep it. This is Mystic Animals by Stratton Peterson, and I still don't know if I'm going to keep for real this book. I need to try to color something, but something that is making me think double if I'm going to color one of these the images or not is the line art. I just don't know. I like the illustrations, I just don't, the line art doesn't convince me 100%, but the illustrations are beautiful. That's why I want to keep it, because I like the illustrations. So we'll see. Maybe it looks different when it's colored. Yeah. And that is everything. I don't have anything else. Lower whips. Okay, and for supplies, quick, I got the Arctics coloring pencils. I've used some of them for the range. I don't like very much how they feel on the paper, but I like some colors, so I'm still gonna use them. Maybe I need to try them in different paper to see if I like it maybe more than other brand. But you know, Prismacolor is my favorite brand and I like it in any kind of paper just because I know how it behaves. So I have those and I have this, and I'm really happy for this. These are the Colito Candy Per Colors watercolors. Open it. And it comes with this Stardust Pink, Arabic Gold, Apple Green, Golden Orange, and Peacock Blue. I bought this set for these three colors, Pink, Apple Green, and Peacock Blue. I just think they are beautiful. And green is my favorite color. Yeah. And I'm really excited to use these ones because my favorite metallic watercolors so far are this Colito set, the gold and silver. I love them. Ah! Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Why is it smaller? It looks smaller than normal. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. These are my favorite watercolors. And what else I got? Oh yeah. Last thing. I got these ones. I have pan pastels. So the story with these ones is that my mom for Christmas she gave me this set of pan pastels. Is the pastel colors, pan pastels. These are only pastel, super pastel colors. This is super pastel-y. Nothing else. But they come all together. All the pastel colors they have, I think. So every one of this is one pan pastel. And this is how they came. But the first time she bought them, they came all messed up. There was powder all over the place, and there was powder inside some other colors, and yeah, we just returned it, and finally they sent us another package, and this was totally fine, and they come with this. No, not with that one. These three like makeup sponges, little sponges, and these are the ones I use for the mermaid skin. I don't use them very much, and I don't plan to use them in bigger areas. I'm planning just to use them until I buy the more vibrant colors, because these are of course not cheap in backgrounds, but so far they are super useful to get more highlights and reflected light, and I don't need to use fixative because I use a really small amount. They are super pigmented. So yeah, that's everything I have. That's everything I bought or I was gifted. Also, oh my goodness, I can't stop talking. I have this new sharpener. So this is my normal sharpener, this one. I just want you to help me if you know. One second. Okay. So this is my new sharpener. This is by the brand Exacto Teacher Pro. It's supposed to be for pencils, for schools, but it's also useful for coloring pencils. The thing is that I've tried so far 3 brands of electric sharpeners, and this will be my 3rd. The first one was Ahmad, and it's a good brand, but what I'm looking for in my sharpeners, at least the electric ones, for my coloring pencils, is to have really sharp needle points. And this is one it's called Westcott. This is the brand, and it's a really cheap one, and you use batteries. And what I don't like is the best sharpener I've tried so far, but what I don't like is where the shavings are. Like where the shavings go here. I don't know how you call this. Like the well, here. So this little lid, it's not closing right. You see? And it always happens every time I've used it for some time, a short period of time, so I need to buy one, a new one, all over and over and over, so again and again. This sharpener doesn't work if you don't close it properly. For example, now it's opened, as you can see, right? If I put my pencil inside, it won't sharpen until I close it. So that's annoying because I need to close it. And second, all the shavings just start falling all over the place. But look at the point I get. So excuse me for the sound. It's the sharpest point I ever got. Yeah, and then I got this one, and this is the closest I've ever tried to get to this point. But it takes a lot of my pencil when I use it, and I sharpen my pencils as soon as I lost half of this point, because I like to have a really sharp point to create really smooth shading. So let me sharpen this one. So look at this one. This is how it's looking. So it does sharpen really good. As you can see, we have a sharp point, but it's not the same. I don't know why it's not the same, or I don't feel it the same. Maybe you might think I'm crazy. But this point, it's a little thicker than the other one. And this is what I want, and this is what I get. So I don't know if you know of a sharpener that can get me points like this one, like a little point, without taking most of my pencil when I sharpen it. Please let me know in the comments down below, because I don't want to keep buying more and more of these ones. They are like $11. And it's already open, so I have shavings all over the place. So I keep it in this box. And yeah, and that's my dilemma. This is a really good sharpener, by the way. Look, shavings go in there, and it has such a huge compartment, so it will take you a while until you have to dump everything that's inside to the trash. But it's not cheap. The good thing is that it doesn't sound too loud. It's made for it, so you can use it in classrooms. But yeah, well, that's me, and what I've colored, what I bought, what I like, what I don't like, and yeah. I will keep coloring and recording as much as I feel like recording, and maybe I can try doing I like the unpopular opinions tag, so maybe I can try to participate, and I want to be more involved in the community. But that's it. That's everything. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked at least some pages. I really enjoyed coloring most of those, and I'm really excited for the ones I now want to color. I'm enjoying my journey now, and I don't want to rush it. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week, rest of your week, because we are half through it. and take care of yourself and be gentle. And yeah, have a nice life. Bye bye.